Chris Coffee Time, midweek live stream. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Idea Studio. We look at life in Bangkok through the lens of design. This is our midweek live stream, as always, where we'll go over what's going on in Bangkok, what we're doing, what we have going on, what we see, some craziness that's going on right now. I'm Dana.
I'm Jip.
And we do have a lot going on. So real quick, I'll jump into the chat. I see we got Joe, of course. He was talking to Nikki Dunn. I guess Nikki was there as well. And we got Richard. What's going on, Richard? Emazakian, how you doing, my man? Wet T-shirt. Who's got the wet T-shirt? Hey, Joe. Joe's always here. Let's see how early you were here. It doesn't tell me, Joe.
Oh, not sure the time.
Not showing it today. I'm sure it was like 6 hours ago. Hey, Bill. What's going on? If you guys haven't seen, Bill put up a photo. We got pizza video. We got pizza in Bangkok. And Bill made a video of going out to Chef Bing's. Really good New York style pizza. I don't think they beat Pala, but it is damn good pizza. Hey, Eric, what's going on, man? Waylon, how's it going? No, we just started. It's all good. But, yeah, so right now, let's start out like we usually do with the numbers. Today's new cases are 6,978. And, we've been on a downward slide. So we've been below 10,000 reported cases.
Yes.
Confirmed cases. And we're below 7 today. I believe yesterday we were just above 7, if I'm not mistaken. I've got a bunch of flood photos in my phone, so. And 62 dead today, which is like double from yesterday, so quite a few. BMP Chris, what's up? Hey, you must be happy, man. Your country's letting you leave soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're the one who told me that Australia's letting people leave.
That's last week, and he's still there?
Maybe. Did they
what are you doing there?
So, is Jib okay for high-rise, rooftop bar, sunset live streams? Yeah, we don't really go out at night. We're kind of lame like that. Like maybe to the night market, but like a rooftop bar would be too many people for us, I think. What do you think?
Too many people.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like to stay quiet at home.
We've been to a few. Oh, Joe, thank you so much for the coffee, my friend.
Thank you. Oh,
here 8 hours ago. That's awesome, Joe. But I like the one at Muse that Eric showed us. It's a really nice one.
Yes.
It's not too crowded because not a lot. It's like supposed to be hidden, so not everyone knows about it. But
one thing that we not really a big fan of the rooftop because of the PM 2.5.
Yeah, that's the other.
It's like when you go on like a high-rise building, you will see it's dusty.
Yeah, everywhere.
And like just like a few days a year that is very clear that you can go up there and
really
you can
enjoy.
Breathe like which is difficult.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you can, but for me, I like the Muse, but it's not huge for me. Hey, Kyon, what's going on, man?
You can try banyan tree.
Back from Bangkok. So, yeah, Banyan Tree. I've been up to Banyan Tree. It's not bad. So, right now, one of the things that you guys might know is going on is that parts of Bangkok near the river and areas in Sumeprakan are flooding. And there's a number of factors here. I'm actually working on a video right now that should come out this week about this because it's one, you guys, I've talked about it in my last 2 videos, but 2, it's happening right now. There's like a meter of water in some places. So
my friend's house, one of my friends,
yep.
She has like a waist height.
Wow.
Yeah, and like
but she's Asian, right? So that might only be like half a meter. Just kidding, Jim.
So like yesterday, her friend like bring a boat, and
wow.
It's just like paddle boat, like
still.
And like, so she like put her stuff in the boat and like drag it from the house. Like, my, it's come back again.
So it's been really serious right now in that what's going on is the river's cresting, right? So they've released water from the dams, there's been rain, the river's at a high level, and then we're having
High sea level.
so I'm
Seawater
saying we
level.
also have a surge coming in from the Gulf,
Yeah.
and the tides have been extremely high, and that is pushing back against the already high river and causing the areas along the river, Sumeprakon and some of Bangkok, to
also.
flood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The market that we went like across from my school,
Oh yeah.
flood.
Really?
Of course.
Wow,
Why not?
'cause
It's next to.
Yeah, but that area was built up specifically to fight back the river swell after the 2011 floods.
Well.
You're talking about your school at the Palace, right?
ใช่
Yeah, so the Palace walls were actually built considerably higher after 2011.
My house still survived.
For now. So yeah, the tides have been incredibly high, and that's causing all this flooding. So I've got a bunch of photos and video. I'll put in the video that I'm making right now. If I can get the edit done today, I might release it without translation, without the subtitles, because I don't think Jan can get it done overnight,
No.
even for a short video. And then I'm also working on the video from that I shot with Chris over the weekend on our motorbike trip. That was 300 gigabytes of footage in total that I shot. So that was wild. But yeah, right now the flooding is the main thing, especially like these communities near like if you watch the first 3 BTS videos, all of those communities are near the Chao Phraya. Now, not all of those have flooded, but the last one that we were at, Prakasa, is. I saw a video of it yesterday online.
And Paknam also.
Yeah.
Where we like cross. It's not launched yet.
Yeah, Sinakaran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one like market is like a
Right on
half like calf when you walk in the market.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be there's significant damage. Again, there's some issues here. Oh, let me. I can imagine when full moon gets in Hawaii, they had flooding because of that. Yeah.
Yes, because this month is like a Tong festival, like
Yeah.
a
12th lunar moon, right, of the year.
it's like a full moon of this like a November.
Yeah, but it's in the Thai calendar, it's the 12th lunar moon.
Yeah. Like lunar calendar for Thai is like a month 12.
Please tell me. Well, I don't know. I haven't been up there yet, Frank. But 93 is fine. No, it's not flooding near us, Frank. So
Not yet.
Yeah, we're not close enough to the Chao Phraya, so no issues just yet.
Yeah.
Love the video with Unseen Thailand, Chiang Mai. Yeah, like I said, Bing's was okay pizza. It's not bad. As far as New York pizza goes, really good. I still don't think it beats Paula.
Bring Joe there and let him deal with that girl.
And so he just said, did we get her number? He wants the number.
Yeah.
No, so, like, here's the thing. Like, you can't really tell in the video, Joe. That girl definitely had, like, she was strung out on drugs, or she was on, like Jib thinks that perhaps she was on an older HIV treatment, because there's a few parts you can see where she has some weird fatty deposits on her body, and her skin looks really strange. Now, I didn't expect to see that because we're near the Palace, and in talking to Eric and talking to Jib, that's actually a very well-known area for homeless drug addicts. And obviously homelessness, drug addiction, and prostitution sort of go hand in hand. And then Jib was saying that a lot of those people may have worked in like the Khao area previously, and that's no longer an area that's viable at the moment.
So the old time, like my grandma time, that old. Like, so we have tamarind trees around the Sanam Luang, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the night, the ladies who work that thing will stand there, like under the tamarind trees.
Ah.
And she will have a paper bag, like put the stuff that she needs after service.
Gotcha.
Like, so guy will come and pick them. So that my grandma time, she would say, you do not ever hold the paper bag from this brand. I don't know, it's a name. It's like, it's just a name. But like you say, don't, not ever like carry it and walk near Sanam Luang, because
Understood.
people will assume that you work there. It's like, huh? Really? Is that true? And now
This
it's
is
like the
granny that I knew.
Yes, the granny that passed away. Yeah, she told me the story. Well, because she lived like not far from there, and she must see it. Like, and you know, the modern time, the newer, like my dad time, around Lumpini Park. And I saw that one time. No, actually twice. I asked Dad, like, Dad, can you drive a lot? I would like to see. Just drive past. I would like to see how it's look. It's like, whoa.
Joe's looking for that number for Chris for when he gets here.
What number?
The girl's phone number from the video. But yeah, I mean that was so. What you guys didn't hear in the video when we left the restaurant, so the other guy that we were with is he has a channel named Travels with Charlie Hub. He's actually a really cool guy. So if you guys know, Bill was a cop on scene Chiang Mai. He was a cop in the U.S. and Charlie Hubbs was a firefighter in New York. So both like really cool guys. Had a great time.
So I should feel safe if I go out
Top
with
of the
both
morning
of them,
to you,
right?
Patty. Top of the morning.
So I should feel safe when I go out with them, because
Try.
one is a cop, one is a firefighter. It's like, I'm safe no matter what situation happen.
So what you didn't hear was that that girl, as we were walking out, she was like, 200 baht, anything you want, 200 baht, anything, no need condom.
So this is not the pose. It's just like 200.
When she kept doing like this, like two, I thought she was just like holding up her
Take
hand.
a photo.
But she's like 200 baht, no need condom. I was like, jeez, oh my lord, lordy. Hey D, what's going on? So yeah, if you guys definitely check that out. And like I said, the other guy, Charlie Hub, who we were there with, both really cool guys. And Charlie's like a yogi, like he's a practitioner of Bikram yoga.
When you say yogi, I think about Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear, same.
Oh, that's cartoon.
Patty Doyle, celebrity sighting. Patty Doyle is a celebrity now, man. He's cranking there to 50K.
Ooh.
He's been in almost every province in Thailand. I was talking to Patty the other day. He's like more than halfway done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fast.
Like less than 40 to go. Yeah, so he's like cranking through them.
Great.
And if you keep in mind too, Patty had a detour in Samui, right?
Yes.
The lockdown. So he had the whole Samui side quest videos while he was there, and then now he's back at it. He's just cranking through the north.
Maybe he missed the road.
And those northern videos are like packed full of stuff, like packed full of like sites.
So like there are many things and places that I don't even know about it.
Yeah.
Or like you just like you can discover a new thing that no one know, or just like local people know, or there's a place that you can go.
Yeah.
So yeah, just sometimes you just random right there, walk there and ask.
Well, like he's like so we just did. Chris and I just did the videos where we drove down to Trat, and
you speak Thai, right?
yeah. So everyone at one of the hotels, they were all impressed with my level of Thai. Jim's so pissed.
It won't be the same if I go to America and I speak English. Like, yeah, your accent is not right. You're like, yeah.
But yeah, they're like, oh,
Where
your
you
Thai is
from,
so good. Oh my god. I told Jim, and she's like, not fair.
Not fair.
But so Chris and I just did those videos, and we drove down to Trat, and I have Trat.
No. Wrong.
Again.
At the end. Trat.
Oh, it's a dead consonant. Trat.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a dead consonant. So I just learned this about Thai. There's dead and living consonants at the end of a word. And so I had never really thought of this. And so of the dead ones, you have to end.
So you don't have it in English?
Not really. So like it doesn't change the meaning of a word, so it's not something that we focus on.
Oh, okay.
So it changes context maybe, but not like if I say, you know, MFer or MFer, right? It's like,
Ah,
like,
okay.
it just changes the meaning a little bit, but not the word. Whereas like track, like I understand track.
Yes.
I understand that if I have to dead the consonant, then it changes. If I don't, it track.
Is
Track.
that what?
It's different. Okay. Oh, but I was saying, like, we did this trip, and so I shot 300 gigabytes of footage in 2.5 days, and really just the first 2 days. And so I understand, like, everything that Patty goes through to shoot every one of these videos, because he's also stopping. Like, our video wasn't about, like, tourist attractions on the way. It was about the route that we took. I'm not going to give away the whole route, but, like, it was about this route, about this one route that we took and where we ended up. And like Patty stops everywhere and films for what I imagine is like an hour at least. And like we filmed a few locations and like pulling the gear out and getting everything set up.
He must be the Flash.
He's driving his
They have
Jimmy
red
on.
suit,
You sure,
Patty?
Patty, you sure you don't have like a 500cc engine shoehorned into Dreamy? Amazaki, oh my picnic basket, Yogi. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? I heard that you guys are getting snow out in Detroit already.
Is it winter there? November?
Hey, Deborah. Well, in that part of America, November can definitely be winter-like. For
Like
sure.
how cold?
Oh, below zero. Well,
Not light, nah.
well below zero. So even October can get down to 1 or 2 degrees Celsius.
Too cold.
Speaking Thai, yes, it is very, very difficult. It's definitely not the easiest of feats. So the tone, right? It's about the tone, and because there are 5 tones in Thai,
Just 5.
I still have a hard time to hear a lot of the tones. And so for me, when I'm talking to someone and they're talking about they're talking and I miss the tone, if I miss the context, like if I don't know a lot of the words in the conversation, which I was telling Jib yesterday, I need to start to try to build my vocabulary a bit more. But if I don't know the context of the conversation, I miss a tone, it's easy for me to be completely lost. So
The thing is, because normally I don't speak Thai here in a house,
Yeah.
so he not really like learn from me, because like even I speak with Jam, you just like not really focus and listen while we talk,
yeah,
right?
usually you guys are talking and I'm working.
Yeah.
Or like you're doing in another part of the studio, and I'm here just
Yeah,
cranking
you
away.
just cannot, you can't catch the conversation.
Yeah. I do watch Thai music videos. I do watch like Thai TV shows.
Music video won't help, because for me, like a pop song here, I don't understand. I don't get a word.
Well, I watch like Thai hip hop. So like if I'm watching, like I like
difficult to listen
I
for
like
the
effing
word.
Hero.
Is but like sometimes the like you can't get the vocab from them. So like same as I listen like American hip hop, it's like what's that word? What's the lyric? I need to read it because I cannot.
Actually, I think
get
it's
it.
hilarious when Thai rappers break into English in the middle of their verse and it doesn't make sense. Some of them are better than others. Numbers? What numbers? You want lottery numbers? I don't know. How many numbers in the Thai lottery?
6 digits.
6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 digits for lottery, and like people try to gambling on it.
Oh, okay. No, okay, frosting overnight. All right, still in the 40s, 50s. No deer yet. No deer. How deep into the season are you now that it's still no deer?
What's that mean, no deer?
He hasn't caught any deer. It's deer hunting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like you can. I think we talked about like in America how you can hunt deer to
Have to do it in the winter?
to control the. It's part of the season. But
Okay.
like that's how you control the population.
Not make it like Australia.
Yeah, no. But I mean, we
Sorry,
have
guys.
in that part of the middle of America, you have to. If they didn't hunt deer, the population would be sick and they would just be dead everywhere,
Yeah.
and everyone would hit them with their cars.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Patty said he's become a ninja, getting footage on the fly, catching drones out of the sky whilst on moving ferry, getting time lapses as they stop for lunch. But yeah, but still, man, you gotta like unpack everything. We got like one time lapse while we were stuck in the rain at a tire shop. 18C, Joe says it's cold.
Yo, 18, I cannot.
Jared, hey Jared. Along with tones, vowels are also hard for foreigners. Thai has more explicit pure vowels. Foreigners screw up vowels all the time. Even each vowel can longer, short. Yeah, so I'm working on my consonants now, Jared. So I picked up 2 sets of cards for consonants and vowels. And yeah, there's 43 Thai vowels. And Jib was telling me this. I don't know. I haven't gotten to the vowels yet. I'm trying to still learn the consonants, but there are some consonants that aren't used anymore. And are there vowels that aren't used also?
No.
Okay.
It's just like alphabet. Some alphabet that we like, no need for that.
But I'm learning the letters has actually really helped me with tone, Jared. And it sounds like you have experience with this as well, so like you probably get what I'm saying. Like the other day, I forget what was I trying to say last night, and you told me the letter, and I was able to correct. It is the clang, and Jib like no, wrong letter, and because in my mind,
it starts with กอไก่
in my mind, I picture it with
K.
the English spelling, yeah. And so Jib corrects me on it.
นี่ this one it's the same sound ขอไข่ ขอขวด so it's same ขอ so long time ago when we spell the word bottle we use this but as it just for one word then they cancel it, just use this one instead. That's all. This one we will remember as an egg, ไข่
ขอไข่
ขอไข่ ใช่ไหม
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Joe. Patty's got some good editing. I'm in Wisconsin, and I heard a big gunshot. I said, "Whoa, someone
What?
shooting!" Whoa, wow! So, at someone hunting, I hope, right? MUP rock. I hope someone was hunting and not shooting at someone else.
Squirrel?
Deer, probably in Wisconsin. I don't know if I ever heard people when I lived in Menominee. I don't know if I ever heard anyone shooting. Maybe I know people who hunted. Jib should teach online Thai. Jib would go crazy.
No.
That's actually like teaching online. My teacher Bowie, is a very good online teacher. Is definitely like a whole skill set in itself, and a lot of patience. I think, especially when dealing with
You.
me. Oh, you're asking for those numbers.
อะไร
Fred and Roy. I've never seen Siegfried and Roy. Oh, so Emazaki, if you missed it, yeah, we're just under 7,000 today. 6,978 new cases. So it's our first day under 7K, and we're on a downward trajectory for the most part. $3 and 9 does in my backyard yesterday, but no hunting in the city. Oh, you have to go outside the city. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
not, like you shoot it and
Yeah.
like, that's your neighbor.
Yeah, I used to get them in my backyard when I lived in Cleveland.
And what you
And-
do, feed it?
No, you don't feed them. You want them to go away. And you would hear
Think about
them,
you have Bambi at home. It's free too.
and they carry ticks and all types of other stuff.
What it?
Ticks are like little insects that carry infection.
Okay. Just don't go close to it, say.
Oh,
And
they
not
fall
gonna
off.
jump, huh?
Yeah, it's horrible.
เอาเหรอ
Lao script simplified the alphabet, got rid of duplicate letters, only one S and one T, one K, etc. Okay. So complicated. Just saying. having a Thai partner who can't speak English pushes you to learn more by having to speak Thai all the time. How do you have if you're an English speaker, how do you have a Thai partner who doesn't speak English? Like, I mean, I guess it's possible, but it seems difficult.
So think about when you talk to what is his name?
Who?
Your friend at work, the Thai guy, the nice one that you like him.
Who, Woody?
No, Woody. Woody speaks
Oh,
Southern.
Sid.
Oh, Sid. See, like you try to talk to him, try to understand each other.
He speaks a little bit of English.
Yes, but like,
and he knows that my Thai is just okay.
So sometimes he mix Thai words with English, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So with that, you try to understand. But for me, you not try to understand.
Well, because you can speak English perfectly, so you don't have an issue with communication. No.
So I just
duplicate letters
switched
per
to speak Thai. Ngay. Yesterday I tried to tell you, okay, what we do from now, it can be like you speak English and I answer in Thai, so you have to understand what I try to talk to you.
Could help.
Amen?
Yes, hunting, chakra. Oh, you work? What do you do in Menominee? So I was there for grad school at Stout.
Is it cold there?
It's very cold there. I remember they
You
still
told
had,
me it's cold, but it's like this is like November, so close to December. It must be very cold.
It's so cold that they would still have the snow piles in like June and July.
Huh?
Yeah. Menominee,
Isn't it summer?
like it's not snowing, but they pile the snow up during the winter and it doesn't melt because it's not that hot.
Well, sounds nice. Visit one time is enough, I think.
So I have a question. How is it that if I don't pronounce words exactly, my wife doesn't seem to understand what I mean, but when an elder person who doesn't have teeth mumbles say something, it's okay? Well, so actually, Keon, I wondered this when I first moved here as well. Like, so I lived in Rangsit when I first got here. I lived in actually Bangkok in this industrial slum.
No one know Bangkok,
Yeah,
Serangsit.
So I lived
Better.
in Rangsit, and I wanted to take a taxi to a mall called Future Park. And it's written in English, Future Park, but Thais pronounce it Future Park.
No, not park. Park.
Park, but Future.
Future
right? So
Park.
if you say future, no one understands. It's like you're speaking a complete, like you're saying, I could be saying, you know, like Toaster Park, right? Like it doesn't matter. If the tone is off, it's a completely different word. And if they don't especially if the person understands very little English, the correlation to what you're trying to say and what they're thinking is completely different. Like the time, I've told this story before, but the time I was buying spring rolls and I asked the auntie to put her nam jim on my spring rolls, and nam jim is like the sweet sauce. Come back here, man. If you say it with the right tone, it's the sweet sauce that they put on top of the spring rolls. However,
For nam jim, actually, it's for any food. It's a sauce, like it's a dipping sauce.
yeah,
Nam jim.
but if you say it with the wrong tone, it's asking her to put her pussy juice on top of your spring rolls. So the tone changes everything. Luckily, we knew her, and so she wasn't like, she laughed. She wasn't like upset or anything, embarrassed. She just laughed at
She
me.
just laugh like, try to speak Thai,
Yeah.
and you miss it.
Crossbow hunting now in Wisconsin. Oh, gun season goes for 9 days, November 29th. I heard gunshots all the time now in Countrywide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if like other one just hiking, like walk around, get shot off?
Oh, if you're out hiking or anything, you're supposed to wear orange, high-vis orange. Like when in that part of the country where there's a lot of hunting allowed, if you're out in the wilderness, even for me, even if I would go hiking and it's not hunting season
Wait,
in Ohio.
why you wear orange when it's like it's the fall season, right?
No,
So all the leaves is like
high-vis orange.
okay.
So it's like high visibility.
So you're like Fanta orange?
Yeah. Like a very unnatural color.
Okay.
And so I I would wear when I went hiking. My backpack was high vis orange.
So
I would
what
always
if
throw a
I'm a
vest on.
tourist? Like, I just go with friend and we all just tours and like we should visit here as a park, a national park or big park and we
No
walk.
hunting in national park. No hunting in parks.
Okay,
Usually.
so it's not gonna be like a random
At least in
tourist walk and get killed.
Where I lived in Ohio, the only hunting allowed in parks was controlled culls, and they would close the park when that went on.
So they just like close the gate, no one can get in.
Yeah, and they put rangers to make sure no one could enter.
But what if like a sneak in, cross the fence,
They close it and they let everyone know, like, hey, there's a controlled cull going on.
like announce like
Yeah.
if you.
And there are people there protesting that you're killing deer.
But that's for control
Yes,
population.
correct.
That's one okay, not for fun, not kill for fun.
There's very few places in America where, like, I mean, there are places where people hunt for fun, and some people hunt for fun, but I think most people who hunt are also, like, keeping the meat for food.
Oh, that's good. Like,
And again, hunting's part of population control for most species.
so like if like there's a staff who calculate the number like how many you should kill this year to
Yeah.
control it, and then they pick like the right size, right age of the deer, and
Yeah.
like just do it, and like use like turn the meat to be like food. I think that's okay.
Yeah, I think it's a responsible way to manage populations, especially in areas that have urbanization, right? So an area where, like Bangkok, right, we have snakes all over the place.
Not
right?
all over.
Everywhere that you go in Bangkok, there are
We don't
venomous
have at
snakes.
home.
We've had a monitor lizard in our garden.
That's not snake.
It's not. We've had snakes in the garden, trust me. But this is the thing: if you have a good Department of Environmental Management and of resources, that they manage the population well. Like, I think that, and people eat the meat. I think that's an incredibly responsible way to manage populations. Now, there are, like, in Texas, they have ranches where people will go and hunt, like, endangered species that only live in these controlled areas. Not like elephants or anything, but they do bring in, like, lions and tigers and stuff.
Huh?
Yeah, into some ranches in Texas.
So like they kind of like breed them and like.
Yeah, well, they
Get
bring like
on.
exotic animals into the. And Texas has ranches bigger than the state I grew up in.
Huh?
Yeah. So, or like they bring buffalo in and stuff like that. So there are places like that, but for the most part, most states, I think some of the more controversial decisions are like allowing farmers to kill a wolf as nuisance animal, even though they're not endangered, but they're at risk. So there are, but I mean that's also like a balancing act between, like, you have to protect the interests of the agricultural industry versus the interests of the population. So there's challenges on both sides of that. Braille? What about Braille, Mike?
What's that?
Braille's how blind people read. That's how I'll be reading soon.
No.
Bambi destroys gardens. Yeah, they do.
Really?
Maybe Jim could stop speaking English with you.
Oh
That's
yeah.
her suggestion.
Right. See?
But why is Mike's comment getting hidden? Oh, I see, because of this word here. Can't be saying the NG word, Mike. Maybe could in the distance while hunting, right wing punishment, I guess. Machine gun, man. So like, were they firing like what? I guess you can't fire full auto in the U.S., right? Or you can't hunt with full auto, semi-auto, or like burst. I'm still having a problem with English. And me too, Joe.
Nah.
Style cool, yes. Huge snow piles from plowing into June. Yeah. We're getting a nurse practitioner in the ER. Oh, nice. Very cool. One of my, actually, so an old Army buddy of mine is a nurse practitioner in Wisconsin, and she was just elected to some type of state level position in the Madison area. But she was a nurse in the Army as well, and then she became a nurse practitioner. She became a nurse and then a nurse practitioner, I think, when she got out. And I was working in the world. She's actually, I believe she's, it's my friend Emily, and she's like really short, like a really tan skin, like she's like South American or Mexican maybe. And I forget her ethnicity, but she's very tan. She's like Latin American. But she's from Minnesota originally, so she has like that Fargo type accent, which is like the cutest thing. It's like the weirdest. Have you ever seen the movie Fargo? It's like the Minnesota accent is, I can't even do it. It's like the strangest kind of nasally accent in the world.
Like what?
I'll show you a video later, but it's completely out there. Just remind me to show you Fargo.
Fargo?
Yeah.
Fargo.
Wisconsin is cold, but northern Minnesota and the UP of Michigan, right? Like, even Michigan people say how cold the UP is. I have asked that before, sorry. Canada is the same experience with asking to see Toyota as opposed to Toyota.
Toyota. If you see Toyota, it's like, huh? What is that? What'd you say? Toyota.
They hunt in Wisconsin State. Really? Some
State
guys
Park?
get up right off the parking lot and trail start.
Joe.
I didn't know they hunted in the Wisconsin State parks. That gives me pause about some of the hikes I've taken in the past.
So
Jesus.
then like should have like a flag, like a pie, like stick to the backpack, so when I walk, the hunter can see like, oh, that's a human.
My hunting pack was always high vis, but like I probably went out hiking in Wisconsin during hunting season without high vis on.
But
God.
everyone will see you.
Yeah,
Elephant size.
They might be like, oh my God, look at the size of that buck. Or I can hear that buck through the bushes. I'm definitely not a quiet hiker. Jim blushing. When I'm talking about I harvested deer for food. Nice. Killing them is not fun for me. It's just a must do for the harvest. Yes, I agree with you, Mike. I don't think many people think of it as fun. But at the same time, what you're doing by harvesting the deer helps the overall population, especially in a metro, like the area outside Detroit metro, right, where those populations are probably way over the limit that they should be at. So I've always said that a good hunting program, maintains a healthy population, controls disease, and also provides food. It's probably really the most ethical way, to consume meat. And I know a lot of my vegan friends disagree with me on this, but this is just good science. This is the thing, we cannot have cities and not have hunting. It's just not a possibility because we're displacing animal populations by having cities, right? Like I said, we have snakes in Bangkok because they can kind of live in the cracks of where we would reside. But you can't have deer in Detroit and be safe because they're going to get hit by cars. They're going to cause damage. So it's a necessity of modern life. And there's groups that hunt snakes in Thailand, not to kill them, but they relocate them.
Yeah, they take it and put it to the kind of abandoned land or
now in Bangkok
somewhere further.
They relocate the snakes. In Isan, they eat them. I've had snake at a market in Isan.
It's kind of like a source of protein for them.
Yeah, I mean, they eat rat too. We talked about them eating rat, right?
Well,
that's protein.
They kind of can eat almost everything that they catch.
Yeah, Jib's eye, the swelling's completely gone in Jib's eye. Yeah.
Antibiotic help.
I was actually really nervous when it got super swollen. Because
it's just weird,
yeah.
Swollen. Now you can see my wrinkle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wrinkle. Jib always thinks she has wrinkles.
I have.
Yeah, Jared, absolutely. We killed off the natural predators for deer, elk, etc. Some national parks are reintroducing the predators, but it's not feasible near population centers, like you said. Yeah, hunting deer is eco-management. It is proper eco-management, and again, we can't live in urban areas and not have people who hunt. It's just it has to be part of life, and I mean. At least at some national parks are reintroducing predators, but yeah, you can't have wolves in Detroit, right? It's not going to be a good thing.
What if like they put the national predator there, and then you have hiker?
We have cougars in America,
So, like,
in the
you
Southwest.
To like, oh, you exercise and walk, and then you attacked by wolf or other.
We have cougars in the Southwest in the U.S. In most major cities, you'll find cougars at the bars.
Or one here.
Two different types of cougars.
Or one here.
I'm not young enough for you to say you're a cougar.
No, I mean a guy for you.
Ah.
No, I mean like seriously, like if they put the national predator in the park to control like the deer population, but that can affect to the people who walk there too.
The only natural predator for a bear is
deer.
People. Oh, deer.
Deer.
Yeah.
Goodness. My shy. So like think about people small like me, smaller than a deer, like cougar or wolf will think, oh, this one's smaller, it should be easier to get than,ใช่ไหม?
Well, I mean, the wolves are the primary predator for most of the national parks. They'll even stalk down buffalo.
So that means like when you hiking, you're at risk to face that.
There was a guy. There was a guy maybe a year ago who was hiking, I think in Arizona, and a mountain lion or a cougar jumped out at him, and he guillotine choked the mountain lion.
You're lucky that can do that.
I mean, I would. His balls.
It might jump on his head and just like,
Yeah. So, Deborah, here's the thing. In Bangkok, if you stay to the sidewalks, you're not going to run into snakes. But if you go into, like, the open fields and look for them, or even, like, look along the edge of the sidewalk, you may see a couple. Damn, full auto. Wow, you heard full auto while you were out. Damn. That is crazy. Hey, Stuck, what's going on? Does Jib own a lab coat? Do you have a lab coat?
What is lab coat?
The white coat that you wear in the lab?
Oh, long ago.
Yeah, not anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much
when
now.
When I used to work in lab, I have it.
Oh, if your partner doesn't speak in English, then Braille. Okay. Yeah. Or sign language, right? Yeah, Fargo is a great movie. Maybe have a bump stock. It sounds like a full auto. Yeah, it could be a bump stock. I've shot a bump stock. So a bump stock is a spring-loaded stock that you put on a gas lock machine gun, and then you push that against your shoulder, and instead of pulling the trigger, you use your hand on the guard to pull the trigger into your finger, and then the recoil creates this bump action that shoots full auto. Actually, it shoots faster than full auto, it feels like.
Is that a gun in a zombie movie?
No, usually they just have full. Bump stock would be very difficult to show as a weapon in a movie.
Okay.
To explain it. Most people don't know. Yeah, I've shot bump stock though. It's once you get the hang of it, it's actually kind of freaky how fast it shoots.
Maybe this year they have like Red Cross event.
Oh yeah, can go shoot.
You can go shoot at like a police booth.
I want to go to the police and the Navy booth again.
Yeah, they may have.
Last year I tried to shoot 2 years ago.
Or like armies or like police, Navy, Air Force. What else? And they have like Navy something. Like every will have like their own booth.
Yeah.
And you can try.
You can shoot. It's like a couple. Like I think it was 100 baht for 5 rounds.
Something.
Yeah. But last year we went too late. They had already taken the last person. Or 2 years ago. They didn't have it last year.
2 or 3 years.
3 years maybe. Yeah. At Lumpini. Hey Craig, what's going on? Scooter, tuk Thai flag. Nice. No green leaves. Kratom is now legal, Craig.
Oi, oi. On Monday, when I went out, I saw like you remember like the 17, soy 17?
Yeah.
And if you go further, it's like the just a metal sheet fence. One auntie sit there and sell kratom.
And now fully legal.
Yeah, I was like, huh? Or maybe from some place that we walk and they grow like a vegetable around.
My dog chased a snake out of the yard last night.
Yeah.
They were Thai breed that was used to hunt cobras. Oh, what's a Thai
บาง
breed?
แก้วไหม
Maybe.
Maybe. If it's บางแก้วนะ very like a good dog but aggressive to visitor.
I know you have a ZV1, but then I see you had an A6400. I want both, but the wife says no.
What
only
is
one.
that?
I don't have a A6400. I used to have two Canon 5D Mark IVs. I have an old Sony 5500 as well. So I do have the ZV1. The ZV1 is, in my opinion, so this, I've got the cage on it now, but I mean, for just like a camera to make content with, this thing is phenomenal. Like super. Once you dial in the settings, I shoot in shutter priority with it. So I set my shutter, and I let it adjust the other settings. So, but just super easy to use, super quick. Between that and my GoPro, I've got the max lens mod for the GoPro now, which.
You see, Craig listened to his wife.
So do I.
เหรอ
Chai.
เหรอ You just come home with I just go to shopping and I might see the Sony bags like
So the
or a
quality.
bag from big camera I said okay and you might give me a cake like a piece of cake okay this is yours and this is mine that type
I usually bring you good cake though, don't I?
because that's a pole there
Yeah.
I know if you go there it's a pole there
I think the ZV1, like if not for photo, but for video, is phenomenal. For photos, I have a Fuji X-H1, which I love as a camera. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. But really just for photo, not for video. The ZV1 for video, and if you add a wide-angle lens, like really, if you add a wide-angle adapter, you have a pretty awesome kit overall. Best way is remove 40% in a hunting season. 40% is a big number.
it depends on the reproduction rate
We
Nice.
introduced wolves. Now we're issuing cull permits. Yeah, I think some of the wolf populations have done really good, but some of the wolf populations have struggled.
why
A number of reasons. Like when they reintroduced like the first couple wolf populations at
Yeah.
one of the national parks, one of them really thrived, and a couple of them really struggled to breed and to
Ooh.
like find territory.
okay
Skin cream is made from durian. What? Actually, Jim has a whole brick of durian paste. It's like it could be like a brick of like black tar heroin in a
No.
movie. It's like she's gonna go crap. I thought she was gonna choke me. Missouri bear season just ended a month ago. Really? How many bears do they allow people to kill during bear season? Yeah, this is Jim's brick of black tar heroin durian paste.
Mom gave me
Concentrate durian flavor and smell. Jim loves it. I hate it. We have two
it
kinds
can
of
be
cougars
good
in
souvenir
Florida.
for you to bring back home whoever visit Thailand durian paste
I'm sure the cougars in Michigan are seen on bar security cameras as well, Mike. But yeah, the cougars are pretty pervasive in the U.S.
so
Two kind of cougars
cougar
in
is
Florida.
bigger than lynx or smaller
Yeah, bigger than lynx. Bigger than lynx.
but smaller than tiger
Correct.
can I have it as a pet
No, you cannot have it as a pet.
what about puma
Definitely not a pet. I had a group of elk invade our campsite. Wow, woke us up yelping. I came out of the tent. Holy shit, this thing was
What is
dinosaur
elk?
size. Elk is like a jumbo deer.
Huh? Is it bigger than a moose or?
Smaller than a moose, bigger than a deer. Not many things bigger than a moose.
Yeah, I saw the video that Frank showed me. It's like, oh, so scary.
First time I saw a moose in New England, I was like shocked at how big it was. Like I knew they were big. I just had never seen one in person before, and like you see it and you're just like, what is going on? The thing was huge, huge.
Imagine if you can ride it.
I wouldn't even. It's so big. If it kicked you off, you would just like.
No,
the
what if
fall
you
could
train
kill you.
it? Like you have it when it's
Not
very
all
young.
animals are domesticatable. It's just not possible. Bear, bobcat, cougars, and deers. A couple of good areas to live in for a newbie moving to Bangkok. Good question, Waylon. So it depends on a few things. So, Waylon, if you want public transportation, like good access to public transportation, anywhere along the Sukhumvit or Siloam line. And also, so it also depends on what you want to do. So if the activities that you like are located around the Sukhumvit area or the Siloam area, those are two different areas that you could pick from because it does take time to go between the two. For us, we live on Sukhumvit. Siloam might as well be Ubon Ratchathani, right? Because we never go there. It feels like it takes just as long. But if you want to be like in kind of like the center of the city, then I would say Chitlom, Planchit are really good areas that kind of get you close to the middle of the Sukhumvit area and also give you a lot of access to things. If you want to be a little further out and more of like a populous area where people hang out, then Asok, Prampong,
Ari,
Ari's on the other side, but yeah.
the Sukhumvit line also.
Yeah, still a Sukhumvit line. So those are kind of fun areas. And then like what you call like the Haiso area, but really
Tongla.
is more for Japanese people, Ekamai Tongla.
Yeah, but like
there are more Japanese populations there.
well, it depends. I think if you newbie and like don't know anyone yet,
yeah.
so I would recommend a place that support for English.
Yeah.
Like Tongla, yes. Like if you go to restaurant, there's a menu that have English name for sure, and staff speak English,
Yeah.
right?
And so if you want to get further out,
on Nut still okay.
Yeah, Pakanong.
So if it's first time that you hear, like in Bangkok, so maybe stick to the place that like many foreigner there. So people there, like at least can communicate to you, can like tell you, like I don't know, direction, can answer the question. But when you feel like more comfortable about language and the people, because we might do something that you're like, why you do that? You know, something like, why I do that? So when you're familiar with the culture here, you can move further. Like, okay, on Nut is like more local, like lots of Thai here, smaller number of a foreigner, but still comfortable to live. Or even further, can go to like, okay, Punawiti or Udom Suk, which is like if you count like Chitlom Planchit as like a expensive condo rent, right? If you move further than like Asok, Tongla, it's like cheaper.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the further you get, the lower the prices get. And I would say that after you pass like Punyawiti, there's only a few really nice condos per stop. Whereas when you're in Tongla, Asok, Ekamai, they're just like packed with like high-end condos. Like you could throw a rock and hit 10 of them, right? Whereas like we live in Bangkok, there's only really one condo building at Bangkok, or maybe
in front.
Two, on our side, on the odd side, there's two on the even side.
So yeah,
So
and they built, the
They're newer.
97/1.
Yeah, they're building there.
The Plum condo is a new one.
But there's a really nice looking old one, the one with the tree inside. It looks
The other side.
Yeah, that's an older building.
I don't know. Is that condo or hotel?
I think it's a condo.
Okay.
So it just depends, Waylon, on what you're super interested in doing as well. But what I would recommend, because of Airbnb, you can come here and just stay. And like stay a couple weeks in one location, then switch your Airbnb, go to another location. If you're moving here, right? If you're just coming for vacation, I would want to be centrally located. If I'm staying at a hotel, I'd want to stay between Prompong and Siam, probably.
Many hotels.
Yeah, because that's going to give me access to the most stuff.
Easy to go to a shopping mall, to the park.
Yeah.
Go to and
yeah, even
anything.
So I would say like Planchette, because Planchette you can get to Lumpini. You're not that far from Benjikiti, Benchasiri.
Yeah.
And then you're around like a lot of restaurants.
Planchette, it's like a expensive hotel and not a good view.
Yeah, but I mean it's easy access. Or like if you just want like a nice view, like stay on the river.
Yeah.
But then like you don't have easy access to Sukhumvit, but you have easy access to the Siloam line, easy access to like all the river touristy stuff.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you want. But if you're moving here, like I would stay in the different areas for a couple weeks and just see what you like. Like I have a friend who lives in Ari, he loves it. But when we meet up, he wants to come meet me on this end of Sukhumvit. Right? So like he's never like, hey, let's meet in Ari. You know, Graham's always like, hey, let's meet somewhere in Sukhumvit.
Why?
Just because it's, you know.
Oh, Graham lived there?
Yeah, he lives
the
in
other
Ari.
side?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good place to live, but it depends, again,
lots of
depends on what you
restaurants.
want. Yeah, lots of restaurants. And nice
cafe.
Mall, and they have a villa. Yeah. So we live in Bangkok. We love Bangkok, but it's not for everyone, for sure. And living this deep from Sukhumvit, definitely not for everyone. The guy who choked out the mountain lion was Fort Collins, Colorado. Thank you, Eric. Oh, okay, it was a juvenile. That's why he was able to do it.
Oh, it's not like adult.
Even then, a juvenile, man, that's gonna be tough. They're not weak. No Sonic.
What's Sonic?
Sonic Burger.
What
It's a burger shop. No Sonic. Not at all. Still need a kung fu video. Craft fu.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah, probably a bum stock. Still freaky. Yeah, definitely freaky. Especially if you're not expecting to hear that. Garlic butter bacon burger. Oh, that must be a Sonic thing. Is there?
Garlic butter. Bacon.
There's a couple really good burger places. Prime Burger, probably top burger spot in Bangkok, I would argue, or Easy Burger too. But they both have bacon burgers. I don't know if any of them do garlic butter bacon burgers. But actually, that might be something that Prime will let you add. They might have garlic butter on their add-on list. The Ridgeback.
Huh?
He's talking about his dog, I think. Ridgeback.
Lang An, Lang An, no?
Oh, D, thank you for the support, man.
You,
Big
D.
super chat. Thank you.
Oh, D is a man, no?
I don't know. Maybe.
I thought D, Thai name D is like, sounds like woman.
I'm not assuming gender because I have a woman's name. So.
Oh, yeah, right.
I can't judge anyone's name in gender just based on name because knowing that my name is a woman's name.
True.
Right? And coming from someone whose name is TT Porn, I think that you would be sensitive to name. Hey, don't lapel choke me with my dang pet prick shirt. Craig's thinking of a kratom smoothie. There's already I saw it on Grab Food yesterday. You could get a kratom smoothie.
You can get like fresh leaf. Like they don't let you sell, I think, food or any other thing.
There was
like
a kratom smoothie on Grab, yes, or kratom food.
Cannot.
It's on Grab.
What Grab?
The Grab app. There's a restaurant.
I'm not sure. Like, I think it's legal to sell fresh leaves, but not product.
Irish Wolfhound 7, my lap dog. Is it a big dog? What's that?
Your dildo.
Oh, okay. my metal metal weight pin. It did look like a dildo when it arrived, though, wrapped in bubble wrap and paper. Just like, what did you buy? Maybe. Southern Illinois, off Highway 30. So we're giving directions. People are doxing themselves. I've been waiting for the A7 IV to hit the shelf here. Still needs to be convinced my better half. Yeah, the A7 series, those Sony cameras are without doubt like ridiculously good cameras. I love Canon as well, but like Sony did some amazing stuff when the first A7 came out. It was definitely a game changer. For photo though, I just still really love my Fuji camera with the knobs. Easy for me to use. It takes really good photos. I love the sharpness of the lenses. But
I don't like color.
Jim doesn't like the colors on my. I have a preset. You could change the presets.
Do you think I know how to change it?
That's true. But I'll tell you, this Sony, the ZV-1 is like, it's a 1-inch sensor, but it's a stack sensor. So, I mean, it's really like ridiculous the quality and the performance you get out of this tiny, tiny camera. Even the digital stabilization in 4K with this is pretty phenomenal. So,
I would like to show my work to Joe.
go get it.
Because I'm waiting to hear from teacher do I have to add anything else on it? If not, it should be.
Jib may be done. So yeah, she's gonna get her embroidery project. It may be complete. But yeah, the Sony cameras are just absolutely ridiculous, man. Oh, the A series, the A7, and then the A9s too, phenomenal. I'm about to. My wife just informed me that my mom and sister will be going with us on our search for design builds for the new house. So much for my input. Oh, so guys, this is Jib's final project for her embroidery class. Almost done. I'm just going to take this comment down. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all, Jib.
That's not bad, lor.
I'll wait until you take the paper off to give final comment. So, yeah, this one just about done. As long as the teacher gives her a pass, she's good to go. So, your wife's mom and sister, so you have zero input on the new house, is what you're saying, Craig. So that is the real.
So Craig's building new house.
Yeah, in Thailand.
Where?
Hey, Craig, where's the house going to be again? I think it's up north.
Oh, nice.
Would an e-bike be good in Bangkok? Yes. Depends on the bike. Obviously, you need suspension to get around Bangkok, no doubt, Joe. So I think suspension's a must, but as long as you have enough capacity to get you around, and I would say you need at least a 1,500-watt motor to get the speeds you would want to feel safe.
E-bike in Bangkok, no.
Yeah.
Like in the soil, okay, but not on the main road.
On the main road's fine. 1,500-watt motor on Sukhumvit, yeah.
Not always.
It's okay.
Nah.
It's okay, Joe.
So you see now, like traffic is back.
Traffic's back, which means he doesn't even have to go as fast. After 2035, Joe. I don't know that'll be the only thing available, but e-bikes will definitely be a game changer for... actually, a guy reached out to me from an electric tuk-tuk company, so I'm waiting to hear back from him
like
about trying their service out. And it's also rideshare, which I like the idea of, being able to do rideshare. But I'm very interested in electric vehicles as they apply to Bangkok, specifically because, I've seen a few Teslas here. We don't have a charging infrastructure. So, and I know that there's some Chinese EVs available. So it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds. We had a mountain lion chase alongside. What? On a mountain bike? What?
Huh?
Oh my God. Trail downhill, lost balance on the shoulder. Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yo.
That is crazy.
See, that's a natural predator, and it see you as a deer.
What about near Siam Icon Mall? Good transport there to be able to. I think that's too far out. It's not really like if you're gonna stay on the river and you want to be near other stuff, like then you can get all the river hotels have a boat to that mall. The problem is like if you're at Icon Siam, it's just away from everything, and I don't think the mall. Excuse me. I don't think the mall is that impressive.
It is. If you like Japanese food, you go there and eat every day. It's good. And also good bakery. You go to the side of Siam, Takashimaya.
But if you're in Bangkok, is that what you want to see every day? If you're visiting.
If you want the main river view, yes, you stay like near Icon Siam.
Actually, I wonder if those hotels are flooded right now.
No. When you stay near there, the hotel will have the shuttle boat that can drop you at the Icon Siam or to the pier that connect to the train station. So it's a Taksin Sathorn pier. So you get off the shuttle boat there and just walk a little bit. That's the train station. And from there, you can take a BTS to Siam. Not bad. And you can interchange in the station to Sukhumvit line that can go to visit us in Bangkok or either go to Jatuchak to shopping. So see, it's not that difficult. You just have to know like how to travel.
Well, Deborah was just answering my question about the bear season. 40 beers in 10 days, only 400 hunters get the license.
Huh?
So
100 bear too?
Yeah. So it's probably 40 beers, right? They're obviously doing like a very controlled cull for the bear season. Again, an animal you don't want to get out of control.
Wow.
Kian chose Onna because it's pretty local but close to other areas along Sukhumvit. Yeah, Onna is a nice blend of like modern condos, and the further you get into like say 77 is very local. So I can cut through from Bangkok to Onna 77, and I do that quite a bit. All the way down at Onna 30 is where that cuts in. 29 goes to 30, yeah.
ใช่ค่ะ
So 30. And so you're pretty deep, and then sometimes I'll go even deeper down to 45. This is a nice area. A lot of cool buildings. Dominic Caruso. Hey, Dan, I love your content, man. Hey, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you skip thing.
Yeah, there's that aren't relevant.
Oh, okay.
How far are you from Bang Na? 4 stops?
3.
5 stops? 3?
If you count train station, it's 3.
Bang Na is where the coast is?
By take
Oh, coast is what then? Bering?
same.
Bang Na.
ใช่
Yeah. Yeah,
by take บางนาไง
that's a nice looking building.
The one that like
yeah.
has the box.
The cubes, yeah.
Yeah.
Frank used to live there. I love that building. I think that's really cool.
We're not gonna move that because you eat MK every day.
We saw one pop up, Joe, earlier. The one that you sent where you said 8 hours.
Yes.
Oh, D has corrected us. He is a man.
Sorry, D. So because I have friend, her name is D.
So if you got another one, Joe, it didn't pop up here. I'll check email. Oh, yeah, just from 9 a.m. Yeah, so the one that popped up, I guess, Joe, yeah.
Pop up earlier.
Yeah. So we're so 3 stops from Bang Na, and I love that building, the coast. It does look super cool, and the way there's an MK at the bottom, so I would have trouble if I ever lived there, because I would be like at lunchtime, like, all right, I'm going down to MK, but the suites in
Come
the
back
middle,
after dinner, ใช่ไหม
yeah, right. The suites in the middle look really nice, and I guess the regular units are really nice as well. How does kratom compare to ganja? I've never tried kratom, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think people smoke kratom, right?
No.
No, they just eat it?
They make it as a drink, mix with something else and get high.
Yeah, so I've never tried it, so I don't know.
From what I heard, because I don't try anything that can lead to addiction.
So so where's the least flooding area in Bangkok? Oh, that's an interesting.
Siam, they will protect like the center of the city, the business.
But like the place that has the least risk of flooding. I think that's the best question here. So yeah, Siam does get like bagged off and everything, but yeah, I don't know the least flooding area. Keep in mind that there's a clong system that runs through the city, so severe flooding that they release into the clongs will always flood certain areas.
So I would say you have to stay where there is no small canal
Yeah.
past that area. But again, it can be like flood from the rain, but it might go away in 2 hours
Yeah.
or overnight. I would suggest stay in condo.
Actually, so Pachani Wet, even where we lived, which was at an elevated level, during the 2011 floods, that actually flooded up to 1.5 meters. And our condo was already significantly raised up compared to the lower areas that flood during big rains in our neighborhood.
And it still flood to the swimming pool.
Yeah, it flooded over our swimming pool. So 1.5 meters. So yeah, in a serious flood event, I don't know that there's anywhere that won't flood in the city if it's
Here.
not protected.
Here,
Bangkok?
where we live now, like this house, it come to the street, like the road
Yeah.
in front of the house.
2011.
But it not go into the house,
In
not
2011.
inside. Yeah.
Okay.
And like the girl that I met at the knitting class, she live on 97/1, always
Okay.
there.
Okay.
And so I asked her like, well, as we just moved here, I would like to know what happened that year.
Yeah.
So she said, oh, it's okay. It's like not flood at all.
Okay.
All dry. It's
So
like-
we know that this area did not flood during
so
the
this is
2011.
can answer your question. This area safe, but it might flood because of the rain. Like if it's pouring for hour, then like it will all wait and like it can be like over your feet when you walk.
Yeah. So this is a reality that drainage
Oh yeah.
does not hold up to the tropical rain. And actually, I didn't tell this story. They've been cleaning the drains out on our main
Scary.
soil.
The
and our
other day I
side
saw
soil.
that too.
So one of them was completely flooded, and I saw the guy in there, and he would like duck his head under the water and was like shoveling out handfuls of goop, black goop, and the water was all black with sediment in it. And one time his head popped up and he turned his head and spit out a mouthful of black water. I almost vomited. I was so disgusted.
So one thing is like for the restaurant on the sidewalk or like the food cart, when they dump their cooking oil, they just pour it direct to the drainage
Yeah.
on the street.
And then it cools down.
Yeah, and it's like build a brick of fat, like
Yeah.
like hard, like it's not easy to clean. And Bangkok has to pay those guys to move it. And like this is a big problem. Like we like street food, yes, but the way when they clean or drop the trash is not right, and no one really make it change, like control it like Singapore, that they move to the building and have a system. Like it's not happened here yet, and I hope in the future it will change.
I've actually seen our favorite fried chicken auntie dump her oil into the drain
Yeah.
on 93 in like 2 gallons of oil, guys. Like
They're
8
just like
liters.
no tree, nothing. It's just
Yeah.
like there. And like other like a kind of a noodle shop, the one that like pour like the leftover soup or whatever, or like the like whatever left in the customer bowl, they just like pour it to the drainage.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. But I would like to support local business. But this is like thing that's like, should I buy from them or I buy from a restaurant that have a kind of a sell in a building and have like a better system for trash and leftover. I like
Yeah, there's definitely some challenges on both ways with
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
But anyway, Bangkok is safe.
Yeah, Bangkok.
I know just the odd side. I don't know about even side.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a canal past it, the big
I
one.
think so, yeah.
So then outside of Bangkok, safe.
Can
And
say
you try to find a house that has at least 3 steps
can
from
say
the
for
ground.
3 years to buy his Leica SL2. Of course, it's a Leica.
Leica expensive.
Oh my god, they're great cameras though. Actually,
Expensive.
our sewing instructor, her husband, he's a Leica super fan. He has a couple different Leicas, including an old film one. Get Auntie Jib a durian brick, just $29.99 plus shipping. Awesome design, Jib. Oh, they like your.
Thank you. But it's not my drawing. It's like the royal drawing guy who worked in the palace draw it for me.
Oh, Kempeng Bet.
กำแพงเพชร
That's where his house will be.
กำแพงเพชร is like North Central.
Mm.
Nice.
Hey, Osito, what's up, man? Lots of people jump on e-bikes here without helmet or go too fast. Brother-in-law tell me emergency room e-bike accidents 10 to 15 days. In some severe injury, people underestimate.
It's like
speed.
knock their head to the street เหรอ
Yeah, I can understand that because 10 to 15 a day.
A day.
E-bike accidents.
A day.
So I can understand people underestimating the maybe not the speed, but the torque as well, Osito. Like, you jump on and you throttle it, and it just like, if it's a rear hub, it can actually flip you.
Anyone lost their teeth?
So there was a guy who was actually a big proponent in the electric vehicle space, in the maker space. This is going back maybe 5 or 6 years, and he was making like homemade electric skateboards and other types of vehicles prior to like Boosted and all of those companies being big. And he had actually got into an accident on a track and wasn't wearing a helmet and had a traumatic brain injury, and it took like years to recover. So yeah, electric vehicles are still dangerous, and I wear a helmet anytime I'm on anything. So if I'm out on my skateboard or my bicycle or my motorcycle, I have a helmet on, without question for me. Just because, even, I get hit by a truck, at least, that's the oddity. But if I were to fall, which is the more likely outcome of any accident, I want to protect my head. And so even like I ride my motorcycle, I always buy a DOT rated helmet, even though they're very difficult to get over here, especially in my size. I have a 3XL head. So I have to buy a helmet, one with a very round profile, and two that is made for a 65 centimeter head. So I have a very, very large dome. But yeah, I always buy a DOT rated helmet.
What's in there?
Yeah,
Is
who
an
knows?
alien in there?
There's no hair, that's for sure.
Maybe like
So-
a what? Men in Black open up and like has an alien in this.
Maybe.
Big enough.
Just that's a little compartment in here. But yeah, 100% agree that they're not more dangerous. They're just dangerous. It's like anything. If you don't know how to operate it, it's dangerous. If you're an idiot on a scooter, it's dangerous. I was actually talking about this with Chris on our trip, and he was saying in Samui, one of his friends knows 23 people who have died on motorcycles in Samui. I personally know like 6 or 7 people who have died in Phuket on scooters. So, it's like these are people who they're not super.
Did they drunk?
The ones in Phuket that I knew, yeah, many of them, yes, or they were hit by drunk people.
Yeah.
Or they were drunk and hit by a drunk person. But also, a lot of them don't ride seriously. They ride without a helmet in Phuket. And same in Pattaya. People ride, or they just wear like the little, like, the helmet that's just made to get you legal. It's not actually offering protection. And, like, I give Tony crap about this because Tony just wears, like, a little cap helmet. I gave him a hard time once. But
So Tony must think like he's like immortal.
no, it's not for him. It's like his thinking is that he's riding at low speed. He's just going like from his condo to the gym, and so it's just enough to keep him legal. But the reality is, you can have serious head trauma with a fall at any speed. and you don't need to be hit by something. But like a lot of the people who are riding in like Phuket, a lot of people come here and they think, oh, scooters are easy to ride. It's not like a motorcycle. Let me jump on it. And, you know, they
With the
just,
speed, it's
yeah.
fast enough
And
that
then
can
you're on
give
the-
you injury.
you're on the islands. There's sand in the corners. Like, and
Right.
like I've met people who don't like understand counter steering or any of these technical aspects of operating a two-wheel vehicle. And the same goes for e-bikes, Osito, that if people are idiots and they don't take the time to understand the physics of how they're operating the vehicle, then they're going to have accidents, unfortunately.
That's why I don't ride.
Yeah, but if you did, you wouldn't just jump on one and throttle it and see what happens.
I'm Thai. I can survive from anything.
Yeah. Jib and I will joke because we'll see someone riding we saw someone the other day on a 650 Ninja with no helmet, shorts, flip-flops.
Classic.
But wearing a mask.
Classic Thai.
Yeah, classic Thai.
Oh.
Oh, so I saw something here. Katama is crack for farmers.
Oh yeah, my teacher said that she's from the south. So she said like when she was young, like the farmer will like chew like just one leaf a day,
Yeah.
make them like can work longer in the sun.
Oh.
That's what she told me. So I say, teacher, give us the leaves so we can embroider all day, not tired. So she laughed a lot, like, oh, you don't need that to embroider. It's like because sometimes it's like tired eyes.
Joe wants to know if you can mix it with coffee.
Huh?
The kratom, can you mix with coffee?
I don't know what flavor will be. Like maybe smell green.
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably very vegetable-like,
I don't know.
which would not be good with most coffees.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you see streetcar that fries a lot, usually they're gallons and gallons of oil. And what it normally is, if they're frying chicken, usually they have like this big wok and they'll dump gallons into that. Or they have the big drop-down pot and they're heating that up.
ปลาท่องโกไง
Yeah.
Oh, black oil.
Yeah. Here's the other thing, guys. So oil becomes toxic or it becomes dangerous when it's oxidized. So if it's oxidized for long periods of time. So if you see black oil,
Avoid that.
avoid that.
Even it smells good.
Yeah.
Just avoid. Walk further. Try to find a new
Yeah.
vendor that has like a yellow oil,
Yeah,
not
so-
black oil.
And this is why like Jib and Jam love that fried chicken shop up at R7. Her oil always looks clean, even though she's constantly frying. The unfortunate part is that's why she parks right over the grate for the drainage, because she dumps her oil like 2 or 3 times a day into the grate. So things to keep in mind. Todd saying not enough noodle shops in Patong. Really?
Oh, maybe not a favorite food there, but
Oh God, I do love a good Thai noodle shop though, man. We
how
stopped at
can
the
you eat
rest-
noodle shop?
Sometimes they have J.
No,
Yeah.
the soup is like a
It depends.
pork bone.
Depends. If it's clear soup, can risk it. If it's a sticky soup, then no. Stopped at the rest stop once there at UTI. I think after coming out of the squat toilet with a whole section of cement slabs covering a sewer drain was missing. I dropped in up to my hip.
Huh?
Yeah, no,
We
so
stop at the-
there was maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, Craig. There was a cement slab for the sewer drain missing on Soy 29, and like someone just put a stick with a flag in it to block it off, when it was like hanging halfway into the lane. But yeah, they sometimes on Soy 93, as far down as we are, a lot of them are loose, so that you hit it and like the cars hit it and it shakes, like it moves like 20 centimeters.
That's why I told you do not walk on
Yeah,
it.
I don't walk on them. I don't drive on them. It's funny because I'll ride my bike and people will get behind me and they want you to ride like right on the edge where those drains are, and I won't. So like you just have to ride behind me or past me, and people get mad. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna control the lane for my safety. So when are you two getting married? The monks might need Auntie's ID to make sure she can legally consent. But come on, you two together for... Yeah, no, we've been married for 2 years? 3 years?
2.5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We've been together 7,
8,
8,
7.5.
7. Yeah, a long
I don't
time. So we didn't have like a big wedding. We just got married.
Yeah.
Like, and that was a choice we both made. Like, we didn't want to have like a big thing where it's like everyone's family comes and like we just wanted it to be us.
You don't have family.
Yeah. Well, you do. You do.
I do.
And like Jib's, like, you know, Thai weddings, they want to invite like all of the friends of the parents and like people Jib doesn't even know. And so for us, we
make it easy.
Went in the morning to the office, signed some papers, took a photo. We have the little book with the certificate in it.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, and then I think it was like 200 baht for the
Something.
book. Yeah, it might have been 100 baht or 200 baht. And
Yeah,
you get to
about maybe
pick
2.
your color.
Yeah. Of course, pink.
Yeah. And then we went to lunch and then we went back to work. Like, yeah, it was like, it didn't change anything about our relationship. So it was like, okay, it's just legal paperwork thing. And
Less tired
yeah.
of like, because I saw like many of my friends' wedding. It's like, oh my God, I have to wake up like 4 a.m. to start wear makeup and make the hair and get dressed. Like, oh.
Actually, after a few months of us dating, one of her close friends from school got married, and Jib was a bridesmaid, and had to like, Jib's like, oh, I have to get my hair dyed because they want all the bridesmaids to have the same color hair.
No.
Yeah, so you guys all had the brown.
It's like, no, Picky didn't dye her hair and Pipui did not. We wear the same color of the dress, actually.
And then was there for like 2 days putting the dolls together, and yeah, and then they woke up. I even skipped the first part of the ceremony because it started at like 6:02 or something.
It has to be like the right time for the couple. It's like they like the monk will tell like what day, what time for even say, oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
I will tell you that every Thai wedding I have been to, the bride and groom do not look like they have a good time. The bride and groom look like they are miserable the entire time.
It's tired. I have to wake up like early morning for like their the monk and the morning ceremony is like very early, and then they go back to sleep and come back for the evening reception. It's like
when our friend Pak and Fa got married, their reception, when they came, they had to go to every table. When they came to our table, they
take photo.
Exhausted, yeah.
Yes, it's not fun for me. Like just to think about that, it's like already not fun for me. But I'm okay to be a guest to my friend's wedding. It's fine. But if I have to walk around and take photo at every table and cannot eat, it's like no. I'd rather have like the whole salmon and I enjoy it with my friend.
Yeah.
Better than like I cannot eat anything because the dress is too tight. Like
I did want to cut a massive cake with a sword though.
That's a fake cake.
It's a fake cake and a fake sword. So Todd, yeah, we talked about it. We don't know for sure, but we know that Bangkok, where we live, has not flooded significantly during, at least not during the 2011 floods. Muprak says, I love the helmet you gave Patty. Thumbs up. Oh, yeah, so that was actually a helmet I had bought and didn't fit me. And I've had this happen like 3 times where you buy a helmet and it doesn't match the size that they told you it was, or it doesn't match the cut profile that they told you it was. So that helmet was a modular DOT helmet, the type of helmet I always wear, except it didn't have the right cut profile and it wasn't the right size. So I wanted to return it, and that helmet in particular refunded money to me and didn't want to return because it was from China. And so I had a helmet that I couldn't wear. I asked Patty what size he was. He didn't know because I saw that he had bought like a little index helmet with like no face covering, and index helmets aren't rated for anything. They're just styrofoam, and they have a plastic shell. There's no torsion to them. And I was like, I can't let this dude ride every province of Thailand with a helmet that if he falls won't work. So I told him he could have it. And he basically he tried it on, it fit, and he
lucky it is fit.
Yeah, it was way too small for my head. And then the same thing with, we went on this other trip with Chris, and I gave him another one that the same thing happened, except I did return this, and the person who I returned it to refused to take the return, even though they accepted it on Shopee. And then Shopee just gave me my money back. The way tourists drive motorbikes here, I'm surprised more. Yeah, right? So Todd, you know, man, you're serious motorcycle rider, right? You understand the technicalities and the physics of riding, and you see people who drive, they stare like they're steering a car. They don't know counter steering. They don't understand lean, counter lean, any of these things. Like I can knee drag on a bike. I don't, because it's stupid to do on anywhere not a track. That's funny. It's an old school, like,
You see
TV couple.
who do dishes?
I'm drying that glass.
No, this is you.
Yeah, but I have the drying cloth.
This is you.
Oh, Dana and jail. So, yeah, so I can knee drag on a bike. I don't, because it's not something you do on roads. It's a close track thing only. And actually, when I drive in the city, I counter lean. And when I drive out anywhere, I counter lean so that I have a good field of view in the turn. I do not ride after. I try not to ride at night if I don't have to. I'd rather take my bicycle out at night than my motorcycle. Because my bike is much easier to see. I have strobes and flashing lights, so it's hard for someone to miss me. But yeah, I don't like to drive the motorcycle at night at all.
No matter what you ride, with your size, how can people miss you?
Yeah. Very true. Very true. My favorite Thai nephew died with no helmet. I miss him all the time.
Oh dear.
No helmet. I mean, on a motorcycle. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, unfortunate, but yeah. Yeah, if I'm driving, I don't drink at all. At all. Zero tolerance for myself.
When we drink, we don't even use sewing machine.
Yeah, we don't go out. Like, for me, like, I have a low tolerance anyway, and Jib has an even lower tolerance. So yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, I don't drive at all. They don't realize people already in a traffic circle has the right of way. They zoom out in front of you. Yeah. Actually, I think traffic circles are actually fantastic replacement for light-controlled intersections, but it does require driver awareness and driver understanding of how it operates. But if you want to reduce traffic, a traffic circle or a rotary, like we called it in Rhode Island, is a much better alternative to a light-controlled intersection. So it reduces traffic and allows a better flow. But they have to be big enough, and people have to understand how to use them. So there is a learning curve, which is why Europe has a lot of them and the U.S. doesn't. Yeah, a lot of people just jump right into them. So assuming they probably never rode a motorbike or a motorcycle in their home country. So I think just a lot of people come here and think like, oh, anyone can ride it, so it doesn't matter. And they've never ridden it before, and it's just a stupid thing. And I feel like that's... And now a lot of shops, like there are shops in Pattaya or shops... there are shops in Pattaya, shops in like Phuket that will rent like 650cc bikes to people, which is, negligent at best. And now, especially with like the Forzas, like a 350cc scooter, and Honda has a new 750cc scooter that's automatic. It's just asking for, if you start renting those out, you're asking for people to get hurt or die.
Scooter 750?
Yeah.
Isn't it too big to be a scooter?
It's an adventure scooter. It has a dual slip clutch transmission. Okay, never see you wearing a ring. Figured you were still contemplating.
Huh?
So Jib has one. I have a ring as well, but usually I wear it around
He
my
has
neck.
problem with his sausage, cannot fit any ring.
So I wear it around my neck usually.
Show
when
your
I
finger,
wear,
so
my
see
fingers are a bit big.
see the size.
Yeah. So I actually designed Jib's ring. It's custom made. So this one I designed myself.
No diamond.
No diamond. No carbon. No crystallized carbon for Jib. But it's a custom design. It's 2 knots of yarn tied together, and then the band joins. And so I designed this, and one of my friends who's a jeweler prototyped it in wax, and then we cast it. It's made of rose gold, so even the blend of gold is customized. So it's like we wanted to get like
Nice
a certain
color.
hue. Yeah.
It's not like gold.
It's
I feel
not
like I don't
super red.
like
Yeah.
I don't like a yellow gold like that. You know.
Yellow. Yeah.
Gold. This one is right color.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of copper blended in to the gold to give it that sort of look to it. And so we played around with different blends of copper, gold, and how they get to the rose color, and we picked one that we liked.
So for the ring, I think more important for him to give it to me. So when I put this on, so it's like kind of like a universal sign to say that I'm married. Because sometimes random foreigner will walk to ask me something, when I'm alone.
Even when I'm with Jib, I get massage girls asking me if I want massage.
They will always, no matter ring without ring, they don't
They
care.
don't care, yeah. Business is business. We got married at the Indira region in the Taisala with all the monks and us in traditional dress ceremony made it to the news that day. Oh, nice. That's cool.
Intelligent. Uh-huh.
Gotta watch the traffic circle videos. Okay, I'll check something. Traffic circle, alright. My wife's all about emeralds.
Oh, the
Emerald's
green.
nice. Jim
Green
likes
stone
jade
emerald.
right now. You have your jade ring on?
No, neon.
Oh, it's over there.
You can reach it.
Can I reach?
Don't break anything.
Jib's jade Chinese monster ring.
Pizza.
So you got that? Who's the guy who you bought that from?
อาจารย์เผ่าทอง
And why is he's a famous antique dealer? Is that right?
Yes, he's like a famous professor about art, historical art. Like he know about like Ayutthaya art, Sukhothai art, or even longer. So he's like graduate from what you call like a study ancient thing. What you call it?
History.
Like
Anthropology.
yes, and he's like that time that before like high focus on like kind of like find a old like a rock palace or the temple. Like he actually one of the team who like dig into the ground and find the wall or the piece of like ancient time. Like he's that like work in like a first people, so people respect him and know him. He well known for historical art and fabric, and he has a shop that like sell like a antique and jewelry, so people give him a credit, like believe I can trust him. That's why I can buy like a jade ring. I don't care, like I know it will be like real jade, not resin, because it's from him.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like random buy it online when people sell it, like I don't know that person. But with this Ajahn, I trust him. Like, okay. And some people even like buy some like necklace like 200K online from him. I was like, wow. It's all time of like a Tawarawadi bead. It's like it's the time that human just know how to make beads and make a necklace, like the old time beads. He got a lot That's before, like, they stopped trading this. He's like collected before, so he make it as a necklace or bracelets. I want to have it. Yeah, but people trust him.
Joe sent a photo of a bike.
Huh?
He wants to know if it'll be good for Bangkok.
Huh? Too big car. Oh, with the roof, or is it come with roof?
No, that's behind it.
Too big car. What is that?
It's a Harley. You can tell by the engine.
Or your leg will burn.
Yeah, you could ride it in Bangkok, just not very well.
But you will stuck between cars and hard because of the weather and the engine.
Outside the city, Joe, that'd be a great bike. Inside the city, go for something small. Just because how they ride. Todd said he's been riding since 2016, but rode in high school in the 80s, but was dangerous then. But driving New York City traffic, you learn to ride. Right? Yeah. So same. I've ridden scooters and dirt bikes before, but not very smart. Before I came to Thailand, when you ride it as utility or as transport in Thailand, you do need to learn to ride, which is why I took a class here on how to corner, how to ride, and then I do practice cornering, counter leaning, all of those things. I practice all the time when I'm on the bike. But yeah, that's how I learned to knee drag was actually taking a class and learning how to knee drag, how to lean, so that you understand the physics of it, you understand the weight distribution.
So you learn how to sharpen your knee?
Yeah, but like I said, I would never do that. The people who do that, I see videos of people who do that out on windy roads in the middle of nowhere. That's the dumbest thing. Because anytime you lean to be able to accelerate faster through a turn, right? Which is, you want to hold your speed, so a counter lean is good. Counter leans when you come up on top of the bike and you're putting pressure down on the tires so that you have better grip, but you're still able to keep an eye out. That's actually how cops learn to ride, those big police motorcycles in the U.S.
Oh, John not here. If not, can ask him if he has to train that too.
I don't think he ever was a motorcycle cop.
Oh, not every cop has to ride motorcycle?
No, only certain... in certain, it's a highly sought after job for police, for some police.
Oh.
Very competitive to qualify.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
And especially in Detroit, maybe not, but in warmer states for sure. So yeah, just learning those skill sets is really important because it allows you to manage the bike better. Understanding, I think a lot of people have never ridden before too. They suffer from target fixation. So they come to Thailand and they get on a scooter. They don't understand how to ride, and they just looking at different stuff, or they're looking what's in front of them instead of looking what they're turning to maintain a better control on the bike. A lot of those little things add up. And it's funny because you see a lot of Thais who clearly have never taken a class, but they've been riding since they were 10. And, they can handle a bike really well, but they also do a lot of stupid stuff on the bike. Archaeologists and anthropology.
Archaeologists. Okay, archaeologists.
And grow eyes you got to grow eyes in the back of your head to ride. Is that the guy who found Buddha's robe? The uncle, Ajahn?
Buddha robe เหรอ don't know. But his name is อาจารย์เผ่าทอง Ask your wife, she must know. He's very famous here.
Like a Harley 48 Joe. Actually, I took a Harley driving course, so I didn't have to do the riding part of the test. Oh, nice.
Oh.
I've ridden a Harley. It's definitely not my favorite type of bike. I'm actually, it is uninteresting and as boring as it is, I'm a super Honda fanboy. I think they're just so well engineered machines. Actually, after this last trip, I think I'd be interested to get a bigger bike again for touring. And I would look at getting a 1 or 2 year old used bike, because I was looking at Facebook Marketplace. The value that you can get, don't choke me. the value you can get from a used bike that's 1 or 2 years old, it's like half the price. And,
Good price, but no place to park.
well, I'm just like I'm thinking about, right, if I'm going to do more long tours like that, like a CB500X would be a great bike for long touring. Good seating position, good shoulder height, and just more what I really need is just more suspension. Because I bottomed out the suspension on my bike a lot on this trip. Just riding on the road.
Maybe take it to Jack to shake it.
Well,
right?
we checked the suspension. It's all preloaded as much as it can be. It would cost me like 60,000 baht to like do a full suspension upgrade, like new fork, new springs, new rear shock.
Or get new bike.
Yeah.
Better.
And like I said, buy like a bike that's like a year or two old with low kilometers, half the price of new.
Okay.
So if I can do that and then just bring it to Jack and have him check it, have his team check it out, I'd be fine. But yeah, like the value on used bikes here is like the value you get is phenomenal. Like as far as like what it costs. So like I saw a 2018 CB500X for 100 with 6,000 kilometers, 116,000 baht versus 230 new.
Okay.
Right? And
No.
But I'm just saying like value wise, right? Like that's undeniably better value than buying a new bike. Low kilometers, never dropped. Yeah.
Maybe ask Jack, he might know someone who want to sell it.
Yeah, he's trying to sell a Diaval now, which is probably still used like 500,000 baht. That's a beautiful bike though, the Ducati Diaval. Ducati makes some beautiful bikes.
It's nice to take photo with, but not to buy.
T-Cycle 52. Yeah, right. It's a good bike to take photos of for sure. They're gorgeous. Actually, the Diaval, I bet you is a great bike to ride, but a bit more power than I'm looking for. Corner left, push out right side. Yeah, so it's called counter steering. Yeah, Todd. It's really the only way to turn a bike properly. Is Jib's durian brick soap? Oh God, durian soap would be horrible.
I don't have it.
No, but it would be horrible if that was a thing.
Maybe it's good. I don't know. Maybe you can find it.
Look to where you want to go. Don't look to what's in front of you. That's really important when you're turning. Your wife said he's a famous
Yeah,
historian.
see, your wife know him. And tell her he has like live sale stuff on, I think it's a Friday, Saturday night time here, like maybe 5 p.m. Thai time, Friday, Saturday. So she can watch it just for fun. Because it's quite difficult to buy stuff because it's kind of, you have to have like a very high speed internet to get it as a first. It's very difficult. I'm just lucky to get this ring.
Well, we do have high speed internet, so and we have a fiber connection.
Yeah, it's like,
and good upload speed.
yeah. Some people is like, why I can't get it? Like I type it everything, but cannot get because the internet is too slow.
So one of the things, like when they changed our internet and they wanted us to have like more download, less upload, and we're like, no, we need more upload.
Yeah.
Stop.
Well, they might think about like if you like to watch like Netflix or download for like movie, but they don't know that you upload more than download.
Yeah. Do they have? I've never seen a bike auction, Joe, but you check Facebook Marketplace for Thailand for motorcycles. There's a ton of them. Actually, I saw a Kawasaki Vulcan the other day, 650, for 140,000 baht. So it's like less than half price. And it was a 2019 and had, I want to say it only had like 10,000 kilometers on it. Frank has it on good authority that my current bike is too small. Yeah, so says, if it comes from the Shirtless Uncle News Network, then it's absolutely true.
Oh.
Hey, Kobus, how's it going? When I move to Northeast Thailand, I'll buy a touring bike, like a road glide. Hopefully no vax will be required to cross the border. Yeah, that won't be for a while. That no vax will be required. But yeah, I bet you up in the Northeast, that'd be good. Or like an adventure bike. like up in the Northeast where there's a lot of those like just random roads that go off into nowhere.
Right until there is no road.
Yeah, in the East Side you definitely can. That bike is...
Yo.
That's more than I'd want to spend on a bike. For sure.
Oh.
For sure. I mean, it's a dope bike, Joe. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad bike. I'm just saying that's more than I'd want to spend on a
It's
bike.
over budget.
Like I said, if you can find a used one, like that one you probably can't. But like a Honda, there's a ton of used Hondas that are like 1 or 2 years old with really low kilometers. That's a great value. But if you're looking at like Harleys, like that's going to be hard. Actually, it was only a few years ago that Harleys weren't available in Thailand, and so second-hand, like aftermarket Harleys were more than new Harleys.
Oh. But I think I saw a Harley showroom on a Phetchaburi
for like the past
road.
5 years or so, they've had them here. But they used to not be here, not legally anyway, and there was a lot of gray market. Yeah, Dana gets camera gear, Jib gets jewelry. Jib, this is the only jewelry Jib has, I think. She had a couple earrings, her wedding ring, and this ring. And that's it. And it wasn't even that expensive, the jade one. So I'm not worried. My wedding ring was less than $30. It's made of tungsten carbide, and it doesn't fit my.
Doesn't fit your sausage.
It fits, but it's just uncomfortable to wear for long periods. That's why I wear it around a chain. Nice. It's going to be 3.5 to 4 years when I move. Oh yeah, by then maybe.
Hui. Still, yeah, long. Have time.
I can build a farmhouse, right? for that money. You could build a guest house for $700K.
Okay, yeah.
Easily, or $639. The 48 is $639,000.
Can get a car.
$1,200. So $1,200 is a lot. I mean, they're Harleys, right? So they're all big. But
So do you have to have extra gas tank at the back?
Oh, Harleys have big tanks. They hold like 40 liters. Like or maybe 30, but they're big. It is. Again, Harleys are beautiful. They're great bikes, great machines. I'm not knocking them. They're just not for me. Beans is on AIS Fibre.
Fiber.
I can adjust the speed between symmetric and bias to down or upload. Oh, you can do an adjustment. Mine is just, we ended up getting a symmetric half gig. Because we had, 1 gig down and 300 megabytes up. And they wanted to change it. No, we had 7 down, 3 up. And then they wanted to change it to a gig down and 1 up. And we ended up saying no. And then they gave us half a gig symmetric. Yeah, they're still expensive secondhand, but they're not. It used to be that they were more money than new secondhand, and now you see them. They take like maybe a 10 to 20% price hit, so they don't get the same value reduction that a Honda gets.
Is it easy to get service here for the Harley?
If you have to go to the Harley dealership, whereas a Honda, you can roll into any Samchai, and he'll fix your bike. Granted, most only have enough kilometers on them so they're broken in. 3 years ago, I had my ring bigger size. It cost about 11,000 baht. Ooh, for the extra gold. Damn. Yeah, no gold in my ring. I can't even cut mine. It's tungsten carbide, so there's no upsizing it. And so I've got like really heavy duty grippers.
Maybe you have to stop doing that.
And it definitely makes your sausages fatter. 21,000 US dollars.
Yo!
So any Honda is cheaper here than it would be in the US because most of them are made here. So my MSX cost new just over $1,000 when I bought it, US, 1,000 US. and you've bought that same bike in the U.S., it's over 3. And so the Honda CB500 new is just under 6,000 here, and in the U.S. it's about $7,000. So I mean, the bigger the bike, the less the difference, but most of them are made here. I don't think the Goldwings are made here. All the scooters are, most of the 500, all the 500s are made here. Anything with a 500cc or 471 engine is. The 48 has a peanut tank. The joke is you pass a lot except the gas station. Here the bike would be over 50,000. Wow. Damn. Sam, I can buy 34,000 Pepsi cans for that. That's a lot of Pepsi cans. That is a lot
When will you finish that?
Yeah, that's at least a week's worth of Pepsi cans. You'd be dead, but...
No. A week of the whole village?
How many calories in one Pepsi can for 30? Let's figure out the calories there.
No.
That'd be hilarious.
No.
Yeah, because the import and the engine size.
Uh-huh.
Captains of Crush. Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah, I have the Captains of Crush. I have the 1, 2, 2.5, and 3, and then I have their M-Tugs as well.
For
the
what?
3, 4, and 5. For working on that's just for working like little pinch, or you work your bottom fingers with those. No, you hold it upside. So you have the M-Tugs as well.
Huh? Oh, you even train your pinky.
China crap. That's the only way to be able to close heavy grip. And then I have the twist your wrist forearm builder from Captains of Crush as well, from Iron Mind.
After embroidery for a year.
This is the light one. This is the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the 3. I don't know if you can see. That's the 3. But this one's, I can't even get this one into the right position one-handed. I just did a whole set last night, so I might not be able to. My forearms are too burnt. I can't close it anyway, though. I can only get about halfway on the 3. Jim's going to try to close the 3. Did you even move it? She got a couple millimeters of movement there.
Oh my god, so hard.
I can close the 2, and I can close the 2.5, but I can't do the 3.
Difficult. Dip.
The Road Glide 45,000 Thai baht, whereas US you mean 45,000 US. Arm wrestling, yeah. I got into the grippers when I started doing jiu-jitsu, and just to like improve my grip. And I've been using them ever since. I think the Captains of Crush grippers are fantastic. Yeah, I have it here.
Your dildo.
The wrist. So you use this, you hang weights off it, and works your grip strength and your pinch strength, as well as build up your forearm and your wrists. This is probably the best wrist roller type of tool.
Your arms is like same size as my legs.
Yeah, and my arms are the same size as Jim's legs. I don't know. They sell the African Twin here. I don't know if it's made here or not, Joe. I don't know if they make that 1100cc motor here. They sell it here. It's actually a pretty good price. Royal Enfield, great bike, great price in Thailand. Is it? Is it got a good... I've seen them here. They're nice looking bikes. The Ducati, that Ducati Monster is probably one of the more popular bikes at the lower spectrum of the high-end bikes here. It hits like just around 400,000 baht, and it is like you see it all the time, and it's such a great looking bike. And it's kind of like the entry level to like the high-end bikes here. You don't see Diavols too much. They're just over $1 million baht. Well,
Holy.
not just over, 1.3.
1.3 get condo room นะ
Right? Like front end heavy. Just over 5 million calories for all those Coke cans. 34,000 Coke cans, 5 million calories.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of calories. 3 is badass. Tried the Arnold Classic Expo so hard, even John Brinsley can't do the 3 now. Years ago, I was close. I never closed it, but I was at the point where I was using the little spacer to try to get the last part of the grip. Yeah, just about the same size. My forearm and Jib's calf. So yeah, the 3 is, I would love to be able to close the 3. It takes a lot more tools to get to your grip to that level, though. You do need to have like a plate loader to be able to do like reverse grips and stuff like that if you want to like seriously get the 3 closed. And then the 4, I've seen the 4. I've never bothered to buy one, and I can't even budge the 4. It's ridiculous.
Just to show, like hang it, have it on a wall.
Have a
and
good
show
one, man.
it.
Thanks for stopping by. Jim might laugh at Stallone movie Over the Top. Have you ever seen Over the Top?
What is that?
Stallone movie where he arm wrestles.
Like a truck driver
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the son that
Yeah.
live in a rich
Yes.
grandfather. Yes.
The Jim's a movie buff, and she's a Stallone fan, but especially like that era Stallone. So actually, Stallone still looks great for as old as he is. Like he looks phenomenal.
But I
Like-
don't like his eyebrow.
But I mean, like everyone knows, Stallone's been on HGH for at least 20 years, right? He got arrested in Australia for it. But yeah, he's phenomenal shape still. I was reading that I guess he does a lot of resistance band workout. Yeah, that's true. I did 85 2-finger push-ups once for my student challenge. The last 10 one-handed. Can't hold the pen ever since. 2-finger push-ups. Oh, that's hard.
2 finger?
Which 2-finger? Like these 2 or
This?
these 2? Yeah, probably this.
Maybe. Yeah, because to make it like
The
You
only
can
way you
control
get the support.
the balance.
Yeah.
If you do this too, it's like maybe can.
Oh, the Africa Twins made in Japan. Okay.
Or you try do this too.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's why that 1100 I said I don't think is made here, but everything in the 500 series, I think the 650 is made here as well. But yeah, all the 500 engines are made here in Thailand, and actually a lot of the scooters are designed here. Hey, Maganj, what's up? Greg, did you know kratom is now legal in Thailand?
Do you get your ticket yet, Greg?
Oh yeah, what's your departure? Yeah, thumb and forefinger.
Ah.
That's how he was rocking it. Yeah, Greg, what's up with your? When are you coming? When are you coming back? What's your date? What's your hotel?
Come it quick before things change, Greg.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Yeah, hurry up.
Yes.
Because I know he was looking at one hotel was like pretty decent price and it included the test. So I mean that's a pretty good deal.
In Bangkok or Chiang Mai?
And back, he's gonna stay here for a little bit and then head back.
Okay.
So we're gonna hang out, have lunch while he's here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, looking forward to seeing Greg.
Oh, we can send, then he can enjoy katom. I will go
Yeah,
get
so,
from
so
auntie.
Greg, kratom is legal in Thailand now. You can grow it at home. You can buy it.
I don't know, grow, but like you can get it from supermarket, even like supermarket, you know. They have like in the pack, like some type of vegetable, show in the fridge, you know. Really.
Oh, did you guys see? Let me find this video.
What video?
The guy who does the compilation, Simo Thailand. I think that's the name of his channel. Simo's Thailand. So he makes these compilation videos. And the last one he did was absolutely hilarious. This is the one where he had me as Hulk Hogan.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to throw this up here because I thought it was a fantastic compilation. It was so funny. So if you guys follow a lot of Thailand vloggers, check this out because I think you might find it interesting. You might find it humorous the way he edits it together. And he hasn't done one, I think, in a few months. This is the first one in maybe 2 or 3 months. But a lot of people, like, he'll take clips from other vloggers' videos and put them together. And I think it's the funniest thing, the way he does it and kind of pokes fun at everyone. McGon says, I have a ticket for the 19th. I applied for the pass and visa the 4th. Still haven't heard back. Getting close. I'm heading back. I'm leaving in 8 hours to head back. I have an unreasonably large volume of candy and snacks that will be coming with me. Chip's face. Any luck finding the fireballs, Frank?
Huh?
I asked him to also look if he could find fireballs, but he said he hasn't seen them in years.
Fireball?
Those cinnamon candies Joe sent me that I love. Jim hates them. I love them.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Dave? Bad news, Dave. Bad news. Coffee's gone. You're too late. Yeah. So, man, I hope Greg gets his pass and everything. It's so close to. Hopefully, they don't extend your 3-month vacation any longer for you. Or not even vacation, 3-month trip. Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's past 11. So let's wrap up and call it a day. Get back to work. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We want to thank you for rocking with us. Appreciate. Oh no, no fireballs. I was just about to end. The amount of candy would be expressed in pounds. Wow. Awesome stuff. All right, guys. Anyway, with that, I want to end today's show. We're going to get back to work, do some stuff. And it is midday, so thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you for everyone who supported with the Super Chat and the Buy Me a Coffee. That is always appreciated. It'll go towards my next big bike for more motorbike trips. I'm going to try to finish up the flooding video today or tomorrow, and Chris and I are planning on dropping the motorcycle trip videos on both our channels in about 2 weeks. So I'll keep you posted on when that will happen. Until next time, guys, keep taking action. Make your ideas reality.